We should be, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let me local record this also. Okay. Yeah, I got it going. Okay. All right. I think we're alive here. I think. I hope. Sure as heck hope so. There we go. Yeah, there's stuff happening. Looks normal. There are blocks falling. That is a huge plus. Yeah. All right. Oh, it
don't
says.
touch it.
Yep.
Don't touch
Just
that.
gotta leave it. Yep.
Don't touch that.
Or else it will freak out. Yeah.
Don't touch that.
Yeah. So if let me just grab the.
No, I usually like to do it. You can get a separate window. I just have the other one minimized. Like, I do this.
Oh, what do you do?
Like, hit that.
To this? Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. All right. OBS is done being dumb. So appreciate everybody's patience. Yeah. Hopefully we do not have to call GD so we can actually take a proper break. So. All right, so once again, this is the quarterfinals. We're getting underway with that. It is going to be best of 5 moving forward. It is the #1 seeded Tristop and the 9th seeded Huffaluffagus. All right, squad stream has been restored. Thank you, Pumpy. Oh my God, this table is like wobbly. Dewey says, Tristop, I missed your comeback stream. So there you go. The message from Dewey for you. But yeah, when you guys are ready, if you want to generate the seed, ideally Tristop does it. Some warm up going on. Wait, you're doing all 4s? Like, oh my, okay. If you want to play along at home, it's just all 4. Wait, is that literally what you did? Okay, I'll allow it. Provided neither of you have played that, I will allow it. Oh my God, all right. If you want to play along, seed is 4-4, 4-4. Get this, 4-4. As we're ready to go, it's time for the quarterfinals here at the Ohio Regional in a 3, 2, 1, Tetris. There you go, some update from Tristop. The wristbands that we all received at this tournament after paying the registration fee is put on a little too tight. So if he loses this match, that's clearly what prevented him from winning, right? So all eyes will be on that orange bracelet wrapped around his wrist, right? The entirety of this match. That's going to be the focus here. Not our players, not our not the stacking, it's just going to be this orange wristband. Right. But in all seriousness, though, we do have some blocks falling, some scores happening. Me avoiding this message that OBS crashed like the plague, because if I touch it at all, everything will die. So it would be a good thing to avoid, I think, if you are me sitting in the booth doing this right now. But what else would be a good idea is for Tristop to start burning this away. He's got a couple of holes to contend with. Going to get it reopened, though. He's waiting on something for that left side. A bar will do. Could use another. Not coming, so he's going to have to burn this away. And there we go. There's the bar for the Tetris. Huff struggling with this a bit, too. It's just a couple thousand points behind. Man, this all 4 seed, man. It is brutal. Huff just bringing this down. Needs another L piece. Bar will work. Okay, square to the left. Yeah, you can see just kind of filling in those sides. That way, no matter what shows up, he'll be able to take at least some sort of burn. There we go. Dirty Tetris for Huff. We're at a 131. 172 here for Tristop, who has gotten this board under control, is mostly clean. Does a little 5 and below there on that left side. And there we go. A center wall Tetris coming in for Huff. Is set up again. There's the bar. There's the score. So with that, he'll take the lead. 180. Well, actually, as Tristop takes it back, though, he's at 195. So it's a tight game on our hands. You know, as we navigated our way through some early struggles here on this seed of all fours. Right, there you go. You're hearing it. Yeah, we're going to increment every digit. Oh, my God. Again, I will allow it. Oh, man. But we're about halfway, though, to the 19 transition here. It's been a good one here. It is 228 to 263. It is Tristop with the lead. You know, Tristop, guy who had a pretty crazy qualifying session, had, you know, the 1.5 going. You know, has always been a very consistent player in general. You know, not always someone that, you know, it's kind of the first time I've seen him as, like, you know, a top, you know, the #1 seed, you know, at any sort of event, at least that I've seen, you know, but he's always been consistent. He's always had some crazy runs. He's had crazy things happen outside of matches. You know, he was the first player to get the DAS 1.3 after, you know, quite a bit of grinding for that. You know, it's not a grind that I personally recommend, but, you know, hey, some people like Tristop, they've got patience. They've got some patience, which I lack. That I lack. As we get a Tetris in for him, he will go to 380 here. A pretty solid game as he hangs that L piece on the left. And Huff, meanwhile, at 324. And, you know, also, you know, very strong player in his own right. You know, he's only he's just the, you know, back-to-back defending champion of this event, right? He only won the last 2 years here. So, you know, kind of a, so certainly a formidable opponent in his own right, you know, so, you know, and of course a former, you know, world record holder as well. Held it for like 2 days, but, you know, but for like 2 days, he did have a world record. So, you know, it's always cool to see, you know, a lot of, you know, such strong competitors all in one place, you know, not even just for the World Championship, for a lot of these regionals, too. They've been getting really crazy as of late. A lot of people just signed, like, you know what, I'm going to go to multiple regionals, right? You know. And that's been, it's been cool to see. It's been really cool to see. Well, what else is cool to see is that, what else is cool here is that we got about 30 lines to go to transition. We got some clean boards for the most part. Holding the board for Hub, but it'll get cleared away pretty quickly here. 404, as GD would make some API joke here. 434 for Tristop. And again, we are now doing best of 5, so not nearly as much volatility. And, you know, in other words, we could be sitting here for a while for this one. Yeah, knowing these two players, the caliber of their play, we could be here a hot minute. But there we go, Huff with, oh, you can see the adjustment there coming in for the Z. We'll get a Tetris in. We are about a half a Tetris, the difference between the two right now, is we are just 2 Tetrises shy of a transition from both. So it is 512 to 498. It is Tristop hanging on to a real-time lead and a pace lead. He is behind in lines now, as Huff has already scored one of the 2 Tetrises available. There's one for Tristop. All right, here we go. A couple quick burns here from Tristop. And meanwhile, Huff will burn into transition. We'll get a Tetris in right after to go to 530. Is right there with Tristop right now, though. Tristop is ahead in spite of being a couple lines behind. Has 1 line to go. Ooh, does not take the triple, but will take a double with a square at 540. Add a Tetris, go to 564. So it is about a Tetris and a half the difference as we are racing along on the 19 speed. And just flinging these pieces. That left side, Tetris for Huff, Tetris for Tristop, 616 to 589. It's just going to be a matter of who ends up getting him a dig first, you know, who starts to have problems first, or, God forbid, somebody tops out, right? You know, so I think that's really what it's going to come down to here. It's just going to be, all right, who makes the first mistake and starts to leave a runway for the opponent to start pulling away, because it is pretty neck and neck here. It's really only about a Tetris difference, 672 to 699. It is still Tristop hanging on to this lead. But, I mean, again, you'll give credit to him just staying right with him, you know. And I wouldn't expect anything less from the defending champ of this regional tournament. Okay, a couple burns required on Huff's side and from Tristop. We're on level 23s for both now. Huff going to get a Tetris in first to take a slight lead for the moment, but Tristop taking it back. It's just been going back and forth. I think, you know, this is a game. This is one of those series where every game's pretty much going to come down to the wire. You know, this 4 seed, right? This seed of 4s seems to be handling Right, it seems to be handling these two players pretty kindly. It seems to be treating them well. Right. Literally nothing but force in this seed, but yeah, Huff likes this seed. Oh, but a bar hanger, Tristop. Okay, gonna fill this in. Tristop doesn't like it anymore, but he's in good shape. He's gonna make a nice adjustment for the Tetris. Go to 844, 904 for Huff. Has taken a lead. That little mishap from Tristop was enough for Huff to open up a lead. Although he is 8 lines ahead, though. So actually, this is pretty neck and neck, actually. There we go. Tetris from Huff, Tetris from Tristop. Huff hanging on to that real-time lead, but again, you know, that line differential, you know, pretty much means if they could both keep scoring perfectly here, this is neck and neck. But some burns happening here. On offside, we got, oh my God, we got Eric running off to get some footage. I don't know what on earth's going on CT3, but what I do know is that Tristop's in a bit of trouble here. He's gonna have to take this burn. Yeah, Huff in a bit of trouble himself as he goes to 29, A22. Oh, that bar gonna hang, and he can't get anything over. So Tristop, your target, A24. Like the movie studio, A24. All right, we're gonna burn into 29, 941. There's a triple. He's got till 39 to do it. Certainly a lot of runway here before we reach that 2x kill screen. So we're at 958. You can see Tristop just trying not to overcommit here, just trying to get set up. If the game gives it to him, great. If not, he just burns it away. We're at 974. Again, we need A24. We need a good film here to take this game. All right, good burn with the T is just keeping this low. Another double coming in. 90. So, yeah, again, Tetris should pretty much do it at this point. We're at level 32. You know, again, the points being worth more. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's going for the Tetris, but nope. Got another bar. Decided to just burn it away. Not knowing when another one's going to show. We do have the max on the board for Tristop. Oh, you know, that's what I forgot. I forgot the cowbell, right? To ring for every max like Chris Bidwell would, you know, in his absence. But what I'm not missing here is a near chase down completion here. And there it is, A24. That'll be enough for Tristop to take the 1-0 lead. All right, so our players are going to increment our seed. Oh, can we just block this? There we go. Just doing all 5s. That was good. All right, they're ready to go. Seed is all 5. So if you want to play along at home, just put in all 5s for the seed. Here we go. Wait, Tristop, you good? All right, in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, it's Sonny's in the house. Torstup. Yeah. That is one of our competitors here. Yeah, the number 1 seeded Torstup. Yeah. Crisp. Yeah. Oh my brain can't even read that one. Oh my God. Oh, there we go. Nice little tuck set up there from Tristop, or from Torstup, as Sonny would tell you, to resolve that little mishap on the left side we saw earlier on. But either way, he's in good shape now as we are getting underway here in this game number 2. You know, certainly would like to see a win from Tristop, if you're him, that is. If you'd like to see a win, you know, try and get yourself on game point, put yourself in a much better position. But if you're Huff, kind of looking to balance this out. Again, we've now moved on to best of 5s now that we have reached the quarterfinals. We're down to our top 8. Sure, something about 45 minutes on game 1. You know, thing is, some of these people just don't realize, like, bro, you were at the Columbus Regional Tournament, and you're surprised a game is going for 45 minutes. like, is that really that surprising? Like, you got some high-level players here. You know, you got the friggin' world champion in the house, Eric ICX is here. You saw him playing earlier, right? And you know they, you know, you got players like them here. You know, you're gonna see some long games. But of course, Ayo Pidgeotto says hello to Tristop as he gets a dirty Tetris there. All right, Tristop says hi back. There you go. All right, I'm not going to entertain a ton more requests for that. So that's but yeah, of course, we saw a King Bar earlier that I apparently missed. Right. But either way, we're having a pretty good game here. It is 194 for Tristop at a Tetris, 217, 255 now for Huff, the defending champ, looking to maintain this here. All right, you just said all A's. Hey, maybe that's the seed, they should play on next. They should just play on all A's, right? I'm like, wait, hold on. There you go, Sonny. You may have just inspired the next increment here. Oh, my God. 303 for Huff, 265 for Tristop as we are approaching the halfway mark of this 18 portion of play in this game, too. Huff kind of dealing with a couple of burns required. And could have went right with that J to get Tetris ready, but, ended up just burning away. Probably the safer move, especially knowing you've got the lead at the moment. And here we go. Tetris coming in. We'll go to 334, 291 for Tristop. So it's kind of just staying within shouting distance here. Yeah, right, to decide which letter is best. Which letter between A through F, right? So technically, we can't decide which letter. Actually, no, we can decide which letter is best because, the ones that are not part of hexadecimal, they're just inherently bad, clearly. So, right, if you are not part of hexadecimal, then my sincerest apologies. You are not a good letter. You are not a good number. Well, every number is part of hexadecimal, but either way, we are having ourselves a good game here. We got 400K here for Huff. 362 for Tristop as we are just about 40 lines away from the 19 speed. So the players are starting to kind of think about how they're wanting to keep these boards under control, try and, perhaps play a little bit safer here as we start to get to that 19 speed. Though a lot of these rollers, though, can tend to play pretty aggressive regardless and still be fine, So kind of see how these players handle the transition coming up. As Huff does have a nice lead still, about a half a Tetris. Yeah, just some nice clean Tetris. I mean, these two are, again, these are two of, the best in the world, right? I mean, that's what you expect to see. Not a lot of drama here, not a lot of crazy misdrops, anything like that. No caca, as King would tell you, right? Guys. Why not? Oh my God. Right, like, why did they increment all of the digits? Oh God, 608, the transition for Tristop about to get there too. Oh, you missed the adjustment there to make room for the S, or the J, excuse me, not the S piece. But 597 the score transition for Tristop. So it is a pretty close game here. As a bug has landed on my screen, I'm sure Tristop could sympathize. But 628 for him, 670 for Huff. Tetris for Tristop. All bugs aside, is at 653, is hanging in just about a touch and a half, 2 touches behind at any given moment here. So a couple birds required on Tristop's side. Going to go ahead and clear this out. And bar coming in just a couple pieces too early. Another bar coming in a bit too early. And another one coming in too early. And there we go. Now he's set up, though. Bar coming in. There's the touch. Let's go to 713 as Huff is in a bit of a dig right now, but gets out of it quick. There's the touches for him. Hey. Of course, we were just not thinking maybe like, oh, maybe Huff could, get into a bit of a prolonged dig, as that's kind of what he was looking for. But fortunately for him, not going to happen. So Tristan going to have to continue to stay on the offensive here, try and keep up. You know. Yeah. Yeah, clearly. Yeah, there you go. Tristan, let me know. I was exactly right. My voice saying those exact words, right, in his head. Oh, guys, we're on 23 for Tristan. Huff ahead by about 6 lines at the moment. He's still hanging on to the real-time lead, but this is, I mean, all things considered, this is pretty tight. This is a pretty tight game. Players agreeing that all fours was the better seed. Oh, man, we need something left side for Tristan. Going to get a T over and the L piece. It's starting to get a little tricky, but able to get the pieces he needed, get him over there, and there's the Tetris to go in to 825 in level 25. And, oh, Huff for the hang of a bar! That might be it. Yeah, it's going to be it. 869. Hey now, hey now, hey now. The final score, and Tristan, just like that, will take the 2-0 lead. What? What? Are we getting all A's? Is that what's going on? Oh, no, 6, 7. Okay. All right. Of course, we want to play along at home and see now all 6s except for the last digit. It's a 7. As we get set for game 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, we are underway. Can't wait for Ryan's reaction to this. Like, why didn't they increment them all? Like, wait, why did they increment that one twice? Like, guys. Oh man, I gotta make fun of people. It's all in good fun. It is all in good fun. Well, what else is good fun is this whole tournament. Like I said, I've been having a pretty good time here. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of great matches. I think the flat bracket's been a very interesting way to do things here. It's made a lot of the matches more exciting. A lot of close ones. And maybe 2-0 for Tristan right now, but certainly I could see this one going the distance here still. But if you're Tristan, certainly looking for a win here to close it out, right? Yeah, Dan V. Weller here in the chat. Yeah, Lone Star Part 2 and Tristan. Yeah, basically. Yeah, actually, now you say that, yeah, a lot of us were there, weren't we? Yeah. Oh, me? Yeah, I was at Austin. Yeah. Yeah, I beat, your boy DeAsian on his birthday, so, it was on my birthday, too, but, Yeah, thank you. Oh, my God. This is why I love the live events. We just, we're all just, like, it's a serious tournament, but it's also not. Like, we're all just hanging out, we're just having an actual, literal conversation, as this match is going on. I love it. Like, oh, oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Push down. Oh, my God. 212 for Tristan, 234 for Huff. Yeah, bro, you gotta look at your board and still lost points. So. Oh, man. See, it doesn't matter if you weren't going to make good stacking decisions anyway. If you accidentally or purposefully pause, right? If you weren't going to make good stacking decisions, right? It's perfectly fine. Bro, imagine thinking this is a washed era. What? Yeah, imagine thinking a 1 seed is washed. Like, at this tournament? Like, are you kidding me? Come on. Come on. I like to think you know better than that. Oh. He's having a little bit of troubles at the moment here, having to take a few burns, but there's the bar for the Tetris for Tristan. He's at 291 here, 374 for Huff. Really, if he was looking for a comeback, I mean, this is This is how you want to do it right here. Just really pour on the points early here on the 18. Try and put the pressure on Kristaps to come chasing him down on the 19, right? Especially, you know, in what could be a deciding game. You know, you definitely want to, you know, bring it all, put it all out there. That's what we're seeing here. But in the meantime, you know, and again, Huff has built up about a 100,000 point lead. 302 to now 420. Hey now with that Tetris. Oh, slight misdrop of a L piece there from Kristaps as he goes get a center well Tetris go to 333. That was like all threes for a second there. Almost like some of these seeds we've been seeing, right? Like it was like all the same number. His score certainly looked like that for a moment. But it's 490 to 339. This Huff is really building up this lead as Kristaps just been burning away for quite some time. And we are getting close to that transition, so I mean, certainly wanting to just finish the dig at this point, get this down, you know, and be in good shape for that 19 transition in about 30 lines. Yeah, you can see taking that triple, Kristaps, in spite of being behind in points, right? But now he's gonna, he's going for that center well, right? Having a full-on conversation with Huff. It's like Huff almost like giving him insight, like, hey, here, let me help you out here. There's a bar coming. You should set this up. There we go. Tetris for Kristaps, 394 to 561. As we got another misdrop here of the L piece this time. So we're gonna have to see a couple quick burns here. There we go. That S coming in and the L to burn out that right side. There we go. Another Tetris coming in. Go to 419. So it's just trying to get as good a transition as you can here, but, you know, certainly not what you want to see when you're trying to close out a series. Oh, being behind over 200,000 points like that, it's going to be quite the chase down as we start to approach the 19 in just a few lines. All right, Kristaps with a Tetris here. Has one more on the table with one line to give as he makes that nice adjustment there with the L and the J. But meanwhile, 676 here for Huff at a Tetris, already a 7 undo here. 468 here for Kristaps. We're on 19. Kristaps really going to have to start pouring on the points here, have a chance to catch up, you know, and perhaps hope that Huff makes a mistake as well. But all you can really do is just try and stay within shouting distance best you can, or at least not get further behind, right? Like that's, of course, the goal. Ooh, I like that adjustment too. But Kristaps with a Tetris. We're at 552 for him, 781 for Huff, who is starting to burn a bit. I mean, if you're Kristaps, this is what you're looking for here. Kristaps got a clean board. There we go. Bang Tetris, 580. Has brought this to about 200K, the difference, and now within 200,000 points. And now it's 607. As Huff is still burning here. Ooh, but now a couple misdrops from the, oh my word. Never mind, we're fine. Kristaps totally fine. Just that rooftop setup, excellently done there. Now at 635 here, level 22, and another Tetris here. So it is 663 to 833 here. Huff's still with the lead, but Kristaps now behind in lines because Huff's been burning quite a bit here these last couple levels. That's allowed Kristaps to start closing this gap. There we go, another Tetris in. 694 to 866 is the score. And again, Kristaps wins this. It is over, and he moves on to the semifinals. Huff wins this, and we keep going here for a bit. There we go. Nice tee to that left side from Kristaps. I mean, Huff's nice and clean now, though. So some burning from Kristaps definitely going to be a bit of a setback. So it's definitely going to come down to some 29 play. You know, if you're Kristaps, probably maybe thinking you might have to start going aggressive once we get there. But we are only on 24 for him right now. Finally gets a bar for the score to go to 768 and another one to go to 799. 977 here for Huff, though. Again, a few lines ahead, so that is certainly going to account for some of that score differential here. But not all of it, by any means. There we go. Some burns happening here on both sides. Oh, man, bar coming in for Huff, a piece too late. So the well was covered. But Amar comes in again. There's the Tetris. He'll max out A22. You have 814 at a Tetris 856, not the letter A, the number 8. Right. There we go. Oh, bump the pause button again. Oh, but it's going to misdrop because of it. And there we go, a Tetris in. So now it's got to take some burns into 29 as Huff gets a dirty Tetris into it. B30, his score. He's going to try and work to bring this down, try not to go too crazy and really put the pressure on Tristop to start scoring because Huff's not going to die. Huff's not going to top out here. There we go. Tetris for Tristop on 29. 941 to B48. Still about a 200,000 point difference, but Tristop with another score. Right, so Tristop's got to start sending it here because we only have it to level 39, right? We can't just keep going forever like at CTWC this past year. There's an end to this game. All right, we're set up on Tristop's side. Another Tetris to max out. A26 to B71. Slowly but surely closing this gap. Oh, but a couple misdrops. Oh, good burn. Oh, look at this dig. Misdrop. Oh, and bumps the pause again. What is happening? Huff's going to take the game, and we're going to a game 4. What on earth is happening? Pause strats. Yeah, the pause button has been disabled, so we're fine. We're not going to see that again, probably. No, you're not doing okay. That I will veto. Sure, yeah, just increment all the 6s. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Okay, they're doing the inverse seed. All 7s and a 6 at the end. Thank you. All right, it's time for game 4. We begin this one in a 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Wow, okay. Some hot words coming in from Colin, from someone who's already been eliminated. Yeah, disable pause. Yeah, that's literally what just happened. All right, so we're underway here. This game number 4. Building a bit high up here, both of our players. But I mean, they are rollers; they can handle it. But no L or J coming here for Tristop. Finally, one shows. Yeah, I don't like to see. Players not too happy that they decided to increment the seed in this manner so far. Yeah. All right, so we are underway again. This is kind of a tough seed for our players so far. Kind of not really getting a whole lot here, but Mar's coming in. We're going to go to 87,000 points for Huff. 1 undo here for the Tristop. But, yeah, again, players are playing clean so far. I mean, it's been a fun set for sure. I mean, Tristop's pause button getting in the way of potentially winning that last game. I mean, it was, he's pretty far behind, but certainly could have, could have made some noise there, could have brought it really close, So I think now that's all fixed and everything. It's all disabled. Certainly, we'll see the 29 battle that we've been waiting for, I think. So, but and that's the thing too, though. We haven't really seen a whole lot of 29 play coming to, really be a factor so far today. There hasn't, a little bit here and there, but hasn't really been a whole lot. So it's certainly, I think this would be a good match where we could possibly see that. And yeah, the whole tournament is happening today, right? Right? Whole tournament is happening today. Right? We are in the top 8 at the moment. Right? So, I mean, we've got, we've got this place till 2 in the morning. I sure as heck hope it doesn't take that long. It shouldn't, but, I don't know. I mean, these guys can play for a long time, so, I mean, who knows? I mean, so maybe don't go to deciders. No, I'm kidding. Right? It's currently, right, of course, for those that are not here in the Eastern Daylight Time Zone, it is 6:05 p.m. here in Columbus, Ohio. Right, so we've got plenty of time to make this happen, right? And probably still have time to just hang out, do whatever afterwards. That's what I always like about this event. It's like Beast and Shen's in good with these guys, so like, he's like, oh yeah, we could just stay till 2, Yeah, literally we have 8 hours to do this. Like, we're gonna be just fine. And we're running 2 stations, right? We got Classic Tetris 3 going on. Of course, if you're not watching that with the squad stream, make sure to check that out as well, because there's lots of fun Tetris that I've missed. I've missed a lot of it today. So, like, it's been a lot of good stuff going on. Definitely make sure that, you check out more Tetris than you can handle. As Huff's working to get this board down to safety. He's at 311. 385 for Tristop, who is looking to close this match out. It is 4:08 now as we are approaching the 19 transition at about 40 lines for Huff, about 30 here for Tristops this time. Previously we'd see Huff get ahead in the line count for a lot of these games, but this time around it's Tristop that's actually ahead. It's been, hasn't really been doing as much burning, but it's just been, it's just ahead in the lines. It's just how it's worked out, I guess. Right, didn't even wow. Imagine Dan not realizing we didn't have that we had a squad stream going. Like, who do you think we are? Right. Right, but either way, we're continuing on. We are again approaching that transition. It is looming on our players, as it is about 100,000 point lead for Tristop. Though Huff could have closed the gap with a Tetris there. There we go. Bang touch Tristop. Going to go to 507. He's got about 10 lines to go. So we see that speed increase. Perhaps players feeling a little bit better about this seed now that the early struggles are over, right? This, all 7s and then a 6 at the end. Oh, my God. All right, we're about to get there. 1 Tetris available for both of our 2 players before we get to the 19. There is the one there for Tristop. He'll get it, 576. But a misdrop of an S right after. 507 here for the defending champ of this Columbus Regional. So now that Tristop's digging a bit, Huff's going to look to capitalize. There's a Tetris, go to 555. Now within just 1 Tetris here. All right, so we got a bit of a dependency here on Tristop's side. You're going to fill it in with a bar. Huff, meanwhile, using it for a Tetris to take the lead real time. It is now neck and neck. 615 to 632. It is Huff with the lead. A simul Tetris. Going to hang on. We're about to have Tetris lead at the moment. They're just slamming them down at the same time. Every bar that shows that when they're both ready for it, they're getting it. Just having to take a couple burns, though. Oh, now Huff having to take some burns. Both burning at about the same rate. No bar in sight for these two right now, but finally shows simul Tetris here. 699 to 719. It is Huff hanging on to a lead like a cat on a screen door. As Tristop is just trying to find some sort of opening here that he can take the lead, but Huff has just shown no signs of let up. He showed no signs of slowing down. But now, now it's Tristop, though, needing some... Oh, he needed that bar like several pieces ago to fill in a dependency, but needs another one. But guess what? Not coming. Going to hang the S. He could still dig out of this. He is rolling. There we go. Okay, getting that L over the right side. A couple S's to the left, and there we go. A bar for some relief. But in the meantime, Huff's going to be able to expand the lead. 848 to 777. That would be some nice numbers to see if you were at a casino. But unfortunately for Tristop, we are not at a casino. Right? Maybe if you were at the Vegas Regional, but not here in Columbus, Ohio. As he is, oh, he's set up dirty. Where's the bar? Not going to come. Going to take the triple and take another triple with this bar. It's about an 80,000 point lead now for Huff. Make that a 100K lead as he goes to 919. Tristop just trying to get this board under control. They're going to bring this down. Need something for that left side. Nope, other one. Needs the Z, not coming. Finally, it shows. Get that left side fixed up. But in the meantime, it's fallen behind by so many points. Oh, my word. No bar coming either. There it is, finally, the Tetris. We'll go to 850. Meanwhile, Huff is going to slam one down for the max out. Once again, 827 to 857. There we go. Nice placements here from both of our players. We're getting ready for 29. The next Tetris will get us there. Huff will get there at the 1.1 million. Tristop is set up for the Tetris, trying to take some burns so he doesn't get too aggressive here. But he needs to go aggressive. There's the Tetris for Tristop. We'll go to 911, the B15. There we go. Nice flat burn from Tristop again. It is all eyes on him as he tries to make this comeback here. With some Tetrises here on the 29 speed. Again, we have a line cap implemented at level 39 where the speed will increase again. Ooh, but a hang of a J on that left could be troublesome here. Man, Tristop just so in control of these pieces for the most part. He's able to, oh, but the bar gonna hang there. Oh, he's gonna give up. 939, the final score. And at B47, we are going to a decider. As Tristop hates this seed. All right, so players are going to increment our seeds in some form or fashion. What? What? Oh, just make it all. Yeah, just throw an 8 in there. Yeah, sure. All right. Just throw an 8 in there, like, you know. Oh, now you need to update the commentary text in a minute here. I just realized it still says Grand Designs. I'm not nearly screaming enough to be Grand Designs. You know, I'm not as on fire as he is today. But either way, we are just about ready to go for game number 5. I think they're about ready. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, let me see if I can fix this banner here at the bottom. Hang on. Where's this bottom? Yeah, it's bottom banners. How did he? I don't know how he edited this. Like, I'm not even gonna mess with it right now. So, but please note that my name is not Grand Designs 82. It is the Burb Wizard, right? So I have no idea how on earth he did that, but it's all good. All right, it's a Grand Designs scene that we have rolling here, and I have struggled with it as you know, there are some things that I would never ever do with it. So personally, but you know, everyone's got their own way of doing things, right? And it's just this does not happen to be my own way. So yeah, right. Embrace my inner Grand Designs, right? Oh, Huff's in trouble. Huff's gotta be careful. Huff's gotta be careful. Right? Is that what I need to do, Tetris? Man, 77,000 for him, though. 1 hundo here for Tristop. Huff threatening a reverse sweep here if he can get out of this mess up on the top. There we go. Some good burns. Need something for that left side from Huff. That T gonna work. The bar gonna get over the 2 to kind of add some weight to that left side. All right, There we go. Nice triple. It's just waiting on a bar, but it's having to burn a bit in the meantime. Man, it's just not getting what he needs. There we go. A good skim there with the C. But it's just really been stuck digging for most of this game so far. And that's allowed Tristan to build a lead here. It's at 178. 98,000 points only here for Huff. Probably not enjoying the random 8 that was thrown in the middle of this seed. Right. Oh, man. Oh, that left side gets the bar over for some relief. Oh, my God. That was, it was getting dicey. We're at 111 for him now. Wait, give him the bar. There it is, finally. The game listened to my demand for once in my life. Oh, my God. 159 for Huff. 235 for Tristan. Add a Tetris to open up about a 100,000 point lead. That sounds like Michigan Regional is happening next year. I mean, I'd like to. I certainly would like to. I got to plan it all out and everything, but that's certainly something that I would like to see happen. Yeah. So that could be in the works. Yeah. I don't know what I said that may have indicated that, but like genuinely, I don't know what I could have said, but definitely something I'd like to do. Certainly something, a way that I think we could expand, right? But there we go. Touch is coming in for Huff. He's going to go to 234. Is finally starting to get into a groove here in this game 5. Again, is looking to threaten the reverse sweep here. I mean, he's won the last 2 to get himself in this position here. And it's just, had a rough start to this game 5. So we'll see if that ends up costing him the series, or if, he's able to start bouncing back here as we get towards that 19 speed, really up the efficiency as we're starting to see here. 283 for him, 373 for Tristan. So, I mean, definitely kudos to Huff, kind of, surviving all that nonsense that the game was throwing at him, right? And was able to, just stay within shouting distance here of Tristan, who is now having to take some burns here. This board getting a little bit complicated. Nothing too crazy, but definitely not what we want to see. Oh, he's setting up dirty. Oh, the bar comes a piece too late just as he covers it. Ryan not pleased with that either. Oh, man. Can we get a bar? Something for that left side. Tristan's in trouble. Oh, Tristan's in trouble. He's going to top out at 423. But this is not over. Huff needs to complete this chase down. And is going to have to... Oh, well, maybe not. Hell no, maybe not, actually. Maybe not have to play some 19. He might be able to do this before 19 if he can get some good efficiency here. But guess what? No bars coming so far. He needs 424. There we go. A Tetris will get him close. Okay, one more should do it. If he can get it. Will the bars show up? Will the game provide the piece? And it will. There's the Tetris. And the defending champ, Huff, completes the seeding upset. And we'll move on to the semifinals. Wow, nobody even clapped. That's really sad. No applause, right? Like nothing, no reaction. Wow, truly sad. There we go. A singular clapper. Yeah, see, there we go. All right, what do we got going on here? We got the bracket. Let me pull this up. Everyone's wandering out. I don't even know who I'm supposed to be getting in here next because I'm not in charge of this. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Let me fix this. This cursed setup here. Or wait, oh, hang on. No, I need to do this, then this. I need to do that with both. Actually, yeah, I need to slide this one over. So bizarre. Like, it looks nice, but it is, oh, no, right here. But it is rather bizarre. But, yeah, here we go. All right. Bracket looks like a bracket. After Anna lost, everybody left. Oh, man. But there you go. First time I finalist is Hufflepuffus. So whoever's available next, looks like we're going to get NGC and Eric ICX.
Eric.
You sure are, my friend.
Oh, do you need to turn off your camera? Yeah. Oh,
I just saw it on, sitting on the table.
You can't have too many batteries for that. Come on. That'll do. Yeah, that's good enough. I don't know. Might be mine, but I'm not even worried about it, like, to be honest with you, so. Uh-oh. GD's got his Beepo Monk shirt. Uh-oh. All right. So we got players here. We're warming up for the next quarterfinal match. Oh, I need to adjust this audio with a transition. Make that a crossfade here also.
Yeah, I'll jump back in for the semis.
What's that?
I'll jump back in for the semis.
Okay, yeah. Hey, in the meantime, do you think you can grab me a water? I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm like dying here. All right. Man, we got warm-ups going on here. And it is NGC, man. Making his way out. Number up against Eric ICX. That's the world champ. What? Oh, thank you. Do you literally? Wait, what? You sure you don't? I just sent GD to go grab me one. It's fine.
Okay, you can have something or
Yeah, you'll get me one.
yeah.
You okay? Yeah. All right. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah, stay hydrated, everybody. I have been doing a terrible job with that today. All right, everybody at home, everybody here in Columbus. Right. So we got some, man, GC's rolling, starting to come along. Like, my goodness. Crazy. He's got the 1.3 with Death. Is like, all right, screw this. I'm going to start rolling. Like, so. NGC's Qual roll PB? I don't know. Hey, NGC, was your Qual roll PB? Yes. Just go right to the source, guys. Like. Yeah, Tyler was asking, so. All right, so players, when you are ready to go, we're going to have one of you guys generate a seed. Maybe let's not do the 3-3-3-3-4-4-4, none of that nonsense again. Like, I allowed it the one time, right? We're gonna not do that again. Like, so, like I said, one of you just randomly do a seed and the other just copy it. I don't really, it doesn't really matter who. Like, yeah. Well, Una gave me hers. That's hers now. So, yeah. So I ended up getting, yeah, we're all good here. That's fine. So yeah, as players are getting their final warm-ups in, we got just a few more matches left to go. Oh, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go into studio mode so I could look at the bracket. All right. So we got this match left. We got one other semi-final match left. Looks like Rhubarb has moved on as well. Like I said, I think that's what that says. Hang on, let me just cut over to this real quick. Oh, kind of loud. If I could click the right button. All right, let's take a look. Nope, that's not the one. That one. Yeah. So Rhubarb did defeat Sodium 3-2. Was able to move on to the semifinals, where we'll face the winner of Opox and Blank, likely happening right now over at Classic Tetris 3. So it sounds like that was a good match that I unfortunately missed, because I was over here watching Tristop and Huff, which was a very exciting one here. So players are getting set now to play some Tetris, right? That's what we're here to do. We are here to play some Tetris. So if players could wrap up their warm-ups here momentarily, we can get seeds going. All right, we can keep this show moving here. All right, we about to do this. Yeah, I just wanted to keep it moving here. So, yeah. Yeah, it's one he just wants to do select for the seed and then the other copied. Yeah. So yeah, so we're getting set to wrap up our quarterfinals here. You know, we got this one here. We got the other quarterfinal match that is remaining happening over at Classic Tetris 2. Make sure to or Classic Tetris 3, excuse me. Make sure to have them both open as we are just about set to go here. We got two readies. It's time. NGC Man and Eric ICX gonna go one-on-one in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. We are underway as we are getting set to determine our final two semi-finalists. And, you know, this is going to be an interesting match. You know, it was NGC pretty well known as being a strong DAS player who, is able to get the 1.3 with DAS. And, which was right at the start of this year, too. Literally, New Year's Day was able to pull that off. And was a very momentous occasion. And now has since started picking up the rolling technique, managed to get a rolling PB in his qualifying score, earning him the 5th seed in this tournament. But now has a tough task to face in the defending world champion here in Eric ICX, winning at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo back in October of 22. So I'm thinking this is going to be a very good one here. But, nice little tuck there from NGC up high to begin. But we're at 117 for Eric. 76,000 points here for the NGC man. And, it's definitely someone that has always done pretty well competitively, too. I have hosted a tournament back in my home state of Michigan. NGC was in attendance along with, Blank and Huff, among some others. And, NGC had a really good showing. Ended up making all the way to the finals where lost only to, the man who won it, Huffaluffagus, was the only one able to, was the one to send him home. And, you saw that in that event, he was basically playing all three play styles at various points during the games, when he was playing mostly DAS, but then, he'd get, as he was kind of already learning rolling at this point, right, he was switching, right, as he needed to get some squares or whatever, some pieces over to the left, right, just set the controller down and just rolled the piece over, right? Namely, it was mostly square pieces that he did that with, but now you can see his rolling truly coming along here as he's at 213, has got a lead, or at least he did for the moment, over the world champ. 213 and now 231 for Eric. At a Tetris for both. Lead will stay the same. It's about a 1 Tetris difference. And here, Wing Fryer checking out NGC's PB. I can help you with that. I think it's 25. Oh, there you go. See, I don't even have to do anything. Titus has already got it, right? The homie, right? Got the 1.2 with rolling. So, see that, Yeah. Yeah, so the bot is not up to date as of yet. So, but it's crazy. He's almost got, the 1.3 again already, right? It's crazy stuff. But Eric with a Tetris going to go to 291 here. 289 here for NGC at a Tetris to take the lead. If it was me in that situation right now where I had the lead over the world champ, I'd be calling for everyone, like, get a screenshot, like, I have the lead. Like, but NGC just totally cool, collected, whatever about it. Love to see it. So we are about 75 lines through. Another Tetris for NGC. We'll look to open up a bit of a lead here. Of course, it's just a reminder to stay hydrated because that is something I just took that moment there to do. Definitely needed it. I was, you do enough talking like this, right? Well, A, people start to get tired of hearing your voice, and B, you start to get dehydrated. That's definitely very important. It's important for your well-being to do that. But in the meantime, we got some Tetris going on. We got 405 for NGC, 351 for the world champ at a Tetris 373. Oh, you can see adjusted that long bar was kind of between placements for it and ended up deciding not to make the bar dependency, but ended up having to make another one anyway. And kind of interesting that Eric ended up filling the J dependency first before the bar dependency. I mean, it didn't really matter in this case. He had, there were 2 bars coming in, right? But, still it was kind of an interesting decision there. But either way, we'll get a Tetris in as we have the transition looming on our players here. Scores 402 at a Tetris, 425 now for the world champ, 497 for NGC, man. Man of the GameCube variety. He's going to hit a nice S-spin there, keep this board under control. So, I mean, great stuff, right? You got NGC, man, just opening up about a 80,000 point lead over Eric here. Eric may be the lower seed, at seed 13, but I mean, he did win the world championships. So, you got to consider that they might, it's a very balanced match, in my opinion. So, right. I don't think the seed tells the whole story about what they can do. There we go. Tetris for NGC, going to go to 572. We're looking at pretty close to a 600 transition if he can maybe take a triple and then get the last Tetris, but doesn't look like that's going to happen here as we got a single coming in eventually here. I had to cover up the opportunity he had there, and there we go. We're going to transition on his side, 576. Eric looking for a square to tuck. There it is. And we'll transition at 527, about 50,000 points behind. 584 here for NGC, man. Who's going to, you can see smartly put that square over to that right side. Knew the Z piece was coming, and that was pretty much the only way he was going to make a spot for it. There's a Tetris, go to 612. There we go. Tetris for Eric, going to 600. This is folks, this is a neck and neck game we got going on here. Here in the quarterfinals. Ooh, nice little L spin there. Right? He saw some misdrops on NGC side, was able to find the solution, but now is kind of getting some squares in this seed here. As NGC is going to have to take some birds here. That's going to allow Eric to start to open this lead. There at 679, 649 for NGC. Oh, didn't go for the Tetris. Was Tetris ready and didn't go for it? Might be in trouble. That might be costly here. And it's going to be finished here at 651. Did not go for that dirty Tetris. And Eric is going to take the 1-0 lead. All right, seeds are incremented. We're ready to go. It is time for game number 2. We continue on in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I just want to make sure nothing important was being discussed with Eric there, but, it was not anything important, so we're fine. Or at least I don't think so. Everything's fine. We are good. We're getting through this exciting bracket here. It's been a lot of fun. But, man, it's certainly a tough break for NGC there in game number 1. It kind of got himself into a bit of a bind, up on the top at level 21. And, he had the Tetris ready. I don't think he realized, right, that he was Tetris ready. Would have got a dirty Tetris had he got that bar over to that right side, but ended up going left with it. And then, it hung in column 2, right? That was a little rough, but certainly going to look to bounce back here in this game number 2. And is off to a decent start. Had a little bit of a scare there for a moment, but able to get this back down to safety. He's starting to learn. This is what Roland can do, man. Right. There we go. Nice burns here from NGC. And there we go. We're going to get this right side reopened. And there we go. There's a long ride. There's the Tetris. We'll go to 83,000 points. 115 for Eric ICX. Another one here, and they'll go to 139. And now it's Eric's turn to do some digging here up on the top. That's going to allow NGC to start closing this gap, but there we go. The L coming in for Eric to reopen that right side for the score. We'll get it, 167. It's just been set up for pretty much every single one of these bars that has shown up. And that was kind of an interesting square adjustment, too, is that L was coming next. Could have just left it and put the L over the left side, but decided it might be better for his board to throw it in the middle. So 235 for Eric, 177 for NGC. We'll add a Tetris in and go to 200,000 points here. So it is another pretty tight game we got going on. Now that, some early mishaps are behind us here, both of our players are starting to get into a groove. They're, playing clean, just kind of matching each other Tetris for Tetris at the moment. They're going to look to, well, if you're Eric, certainly fine with continuing that. It means you'll maintain the lead, but NGC are going to look for Eric to make a mistake and try and find the window here to try and start closing the gap and perhaps even take the lead, as we are now halfway to that 19 transition. 292 for NGC, 349 for Eric ICX. Yeah, I mean, seriously, they've just been keeping it so clean. I mean, they've been so efficient, right? They've been just making objectively good placements, and it's been paying off for these guys. Oh, but as soon as I say that, though, a slight misdrop of the long bar, kind of a common roller misdrop that you'll see, especially when you're earlier in the rolling career, right? You'll see a lot of double flips happen, right? As you're trying to fling a piece over to the left, you'll accidentally bump the rotation button an extra time. I've certainly been there plenty of times. All right, that's going to cause a slowdown on NGC side. He's now over 100,000 points behind as a result here. So we'll see if he decides to burn this away. He will. He will burn this away. He knows transitions are looming here in just about 35 lines. He's at 356 here. Going to get set up here, add the Tetris to go to 379 through 101 lines. 466 for Eric, who is just a couple lines back. So, again, about a 100,000 point lead for Eric ICX. Ooh, that was a nice placement there with the L, or the J, excuse me, the J piece. Accommodating that T-tug, my God. Meanwhile, NGC having to come up with a creative rooftop burn again here. It looked like maybe it was another accidental double rotation. But a nice burn of the S piece on the left side. Gonna help maintain the cleanliness of the board. And we're just in need of a bar for the Tetris in, if we can get it. But guess what? No bar in sight so far, so it's gonna have to burn away. And you see Eric kind of looking over, seeing like, all right, drought's kind of forming here. Perhaps I can try and play this a bit safer. You can see he was kind of seeing that there, seeing that, oh, NGC's ahead in lines. But, ooh, NGC almost made another bar misdrop. He's kind of shaking his head like, man, what am I doing? Right? So he's just going to try and keep this under control as we approach the 19 speed. We'll have to take a double into it. 485, the transition score. 601 here for Eric ICX, as we're on 19 for both. So NGC's got some catch-up to do here as opposed to Mustard. He is really going to look to up the pace. Oh, my God. Exactly, yeah, I got to channel the inner GD. No, that's a burb line and a half. I am claiming that as my own line. 654 for Eric. 589 for NGC, man. So it is still about just shy of 100,000 points, the difference here. And it is Eric with lead. And this is real time, too. NGC already over a level ahead in the line count here. And I don't know. Kind of seen some of NGC's 29, just in the warm-up. And certainly, could be formidable there. So, you never know what will happen as we get there. But I think, I'd like to say that NGC, Eric would have the advantage, as NGC now is in a bit of a bind here up on the top. Let's see if he can roll his way out of this. Can we get a Okay, I was going to say, could we get a bar, but now it doesn't even matter. Oh, the taking a double flip. He had to solve, and he's not going to get it. 658. He'll be finished. And at 8:15, Eric ICX will take the 2-0 lead. Oh. So yeah, right, NGC's DAS is insane today. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I tried doing that before. Tried learning Goofy Foot DAS. It was not a fun experience, and I don't recommend it. I tried learning Goofy Foot DAS so I could switch. I don't recommend it. It's not a fun experience. Yeah. Yeah, my brain just doesn't comprehend it. Right. Well, what I can comprehend, though, is that we got 2 ready players. It is time for Game 3. It's a crucial one for the NGC in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, of course. If Eric is able to win this, they will face Huff the Stuff in the next round, who we just saw a little bit ago, defeating Tristop in a reverse sweep. But, of course, NGC looking for that honor, perhaps at a rematch of what we saw, earlier this year, right, an event that I hosted. Right, certainly a crazy finale there. NGC played well, but wasn't full roll yet at that time. So, I think for NGC, certainly going to want a shot at that rematch. So we'll see how this goes here. Again, we did just see a reverse sweep from Huff himself, so anything is still possible here as we get underway here with this game number 3. So we are at about 90,000 apiece here as we are approaching 20 lines for both. NGC going to get a Tetris in as well as Eric. So you're going to stay pretty neck and neck to begin this one. But yeah, of course, NGC's DAS is insane today. Like, of all this, yeah. Some of the funkiest looking DAS I have ever seen. All right, again, this is being hosted at the Game Arena in Columbus, Ohio. For those who are wondering, those who may have just got here wondering what on earth's going on here. This is the Columbus Regional Tournament here in, Columbus, Ohio, right? And the winner of this tournament getting free entry into the Classic Tetris World Championship taking place this October at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. So certainly both these players having a strong showing today, going to be looking to earn that right. But, of course, some tough foes ahead for either of these two, regardless of the outcome of the match. If you want to support the prize pool, thank you to Pumpy. Make sure to check out the Match Arena link. It is in the chat right now. Make sure to support these awesome players. They, certainly been putting on a show for us this afternoon. Well, this evening at this point, right? It is now going on 7 o'clock, so I think this evening is a good way to put it now. Yeah, I'm going to need some dinner at some point. My goodness. Oh, man, but what else I need is to give a score check here. So we are almost halfway to the 19 transition. 282 to 302. It is Eric with the lead. We'll add a Tetris. Actually, both players will add a Tetris. So no lead change for the moment. Oh, and apparently I missed they were exactly tied for a brief moment. So, sue me, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, right? Eating at Tetris tournaments? This place got like a full bar on the floor below us. It's it's got all sorts of food like that. I had some wings from there earlier. They were pretty good. Before Yeehaw or somebody comes in like, oh, are they buffalo wings? Did they kill you? No, they were not buffalo wings. I just got some barbecue wings. So I did not die attempting to eat wings, right? Because I, cannot handle my spice. I learned the hard way that I cannot handle buffalo wings, and as embarrassing as that is. But What I can handle is giving a quick score check here for these two players. 402 for NGC, man, who's got to set up a crazy little overhang. It's just getting S-bursted. Nice little T spin tuck there. That was the correct move. He's at 403, a 444 for Eric of the ICX variety. Right, not to be confused with Atcoster 1.
No, I made a thing last year where I said, Eric ICX, his nickname is Z's and makes you sick like really isn't. So that's ICX.
Oh my words, we are approaching. We're approaching transition here. 416 to 470. Nice little triple there from NGC. As he is trying to get out of this mess, we can start closing this gap. As Eric's going to look to continue piling on the points. Oh, okay, NGC set up for something dirty. There we go. Dirty Tetris for NGC down the left. Potentially setting up for another one. As I'm being told that may have been a triple. It's a mistake I tend to make because it is hard. See, you can't see the flash, right, from here. There we go. There's a dirty Tetris. Nice little Z-spin there from NGC. He's trying to stay within shouting distance here. 502. He's on his last life here. 566 for Eric ICX. Again, it's our final quarterfinal match. Again, it looked like the one over on the side station has completed. Just look for a couple more burns here. He's going to try to get this down low before the 19, but is unable to do so. I had to take a couple burns. 530. There we go. Tetris for him. We'll go to 556. 617. The transition score for Eric. And another Tetris go to 641. And you see with a slight hang on that left side. And, oh, what? I don't know what happened with that T. Extra rotations. Can we get a bar for the right? Gets it over. Oh, my word. We need one for the left, but the T had to cover it. Oh, but it's going to hang the Z. And Eric made a mistake too, but it's not going to matter. They're going to take it. 673 will be enough to take this one in a sweep. And they'll move on to face Huff in what is a rematch from last year's Columbus Regional. GG.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we'll take a look here. It is this scene. I have it kind of off to the side. So, they haven't updated it yet. I got to get my crew on this, right? What does Foyle think I'm paying him for? Well, that's the joke. I'm not paying him. Oh, there he goes. There we go. All right. Eric ICX moves on to the next round, face Huff. And we are all set here with our semifinals. It is now Huff, Eric, Opux, and Rhubarb. And seems like GD's back and ready to go. He's been on fire. I'm going to pass the mic back over to him.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, give me 5. Thanks so much for covering for me.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I need it. My voice is back to normal now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's a good thing, bro.
All right, I am BACK back, everybody. Thank you so much, Birdwiz, for helping me cover this. We got the big matches coming up now. The semifinals are upon us, then the grand final after that. I am Grand Designs 82. I'm going to be covering the commentary for the remainder of this event, and we are in for some POG matchups. Hell yeah. I think he is. I'm not sure where he's at. Alright, we're switching seats here. Let me fix this.
Well, I mean, he doesn't get to do that. Like,
Yep. Semifinals this time. Very good. Someone else will win. Probably. I think. I don't know. I feel like whoever wins this is. And I think that's a fair. That's fair. I think that's possible. And I'm not. And that's nothing against anyone. Yeah, 'cause I feel like that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, wait. These are all like, you know what I mean. Actually, I feel like check. Oh no, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. It is 6:53. Yeah, I think we're gonna start at probably 7 on the dot. Yeah, it's 6:53. Let's start at maybe 7 on the dot. Yeah. Let's give everybody 7 minutes to just warm up. Yeah, Simon will start when we're ready. That would be pretty sick. Okay, we are getting started in about 5 minutes, everybody. 5 minutes, we're getting started with our semifinals. They're going to be a simul start for both of our semis on this channel's Classic Tetris 2 and on Classic Tetris 3. Yeah. I think the question for any good player is how long before they start rolling, it seems. Hey, all comes in time. All right, Huff's coming right over now. All right, let's do this.
What are you watching, Bird? What are you watching? Are you watching one of the earlier matches?
I'm trying to find the part where DC did the whole Repo darting department bit and then went essentially was digging from Egypt to I'm trying to find that. Was it? Was it the second game? Was it the Cole match in No Box?
It was called No Box. I think it was game 3.
There was only 2 games.
Okay, it was game 2 then.
I need to go back.
All right, look like Huff is back right now. As soon as both our players are done with their warm-ups, we are going to start the semifinals.
Other station's all set and ready to go.
Awesome. Take a call. Gotta take a call real quick. I think he has to take a call. I don't know.
They're asking if they can start.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and start.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, I think you guys are wrong on where it was. Not there. No. Might have been game 1. I want to say
No, what now? Are you going to entirely change your plan?
it wasn't on the 19th. Yeah, maybe it was earlier. Oh, wait. I think. There it is.
40.5. I think he found it. He found the bid, GG.
Yeah, flip it.
Flip it and send it.
Okay, we got it ready from Huff, just waiting on Eric here.
And he only has one square. Jesus is the only square he got. Okay, yeah, true. Yeah. You still have a 4.
Okay, both of our players are ready right now. Without further ado, let's get this semifinal going. A rematch of the finals from 2022 between the two-time defending champion Huff and the runner-up from last year, Eric ICX. Will Huff continue the march to the final to be able to do the three-peat, or is Eric gonna end that reign? Let's find out right now, because game number 1 is on the run. Coming to you live right now in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It couldn't go any other way other than to see these two have another shot at it after the crazy Pog final we had last year. The difference this year compared to last year is there is a level 39 line cap. Last year there was no line cap, and both these players put up enormous scores that seem to go on forever. The line cap being added has changed the strategies for a lot of top players whenever they get past level 29, so it's going to be very interesting to see how this final goes between these players. Early on, we already have 2 Tetrises on the board from Eric. Huff has got one already, has already taken a few burns. Eric's built a little bit of a spire in the center of the board, but still pretty good and gets another Tetris. 69,000. Hey now for Eric. 49,000 for Huff. Still very early goings here, though. Huff is clean. Eric also clean. Eric's going to score another Tetris. So is Huff. Eric has only taken one burn so far. 114,000. Gets another Tetris. So far, 6 Tetrises with one burn. 137 to 95. So an early 2 Tetris lead for Eric. Tetris for Huff. Simul Tetris both players there. So both players 29 lines, equal in line. So it is a true 1 Tetris lead for Eric. Little less than a quarter of the way through pre-transition play, but nevertheless, every point counts, especially when you have a line cap. Eric Tetris ready. Huff not ready yet, not able to use that long bar. Able to take a burn on the side to be able to get ready. Takes a few more burns. Huff's starting to fall slightly behind. 166 to 205. There's another Tetris right there for Huff. 189 now. Hey, I believe you on that one, Puppy. Puppy's saying line cap kept the scene alive. I can agree with you there because some of the top players, especially when I saw a few have 400,000 point chase downs and just make them like they were nothing before we had the line cap, it almost made everything before level 29 meaningless. I feel the line cap made everything meaningful again as far as the pre-29 game. Okay, another burn followed by another Tetris for Huff. 299 now for Eric. So Eric has opened up about a 3 Tetris lead now. Huff 260, however, is trying to close the gap a little bit. Look at King. Puppy Obama medal meme. That's a good one. Hey, I also agree with you on that one there, Dan. Line cap was the best update in 30 years. The closest thing you're going to get to an update of a 30-some-year-old game. Better late than never is all I say. Dex saying NES Tetris getting more content updates than TF2. Nice. Okay, we have a little bit of a dig coming here for Huff. Huff has some holes at the bottom. Over in column 3, rows 1 and 2, so it's only going to be a double there. Is set up for a dirty Tetris on row 3, though, if the bar comes. Eric is still ahead by about 3 Tetrises. Huff gets another Tetris right there to be able to take it back down to 2. Setting up a T-spin. See if Huff gets it. Huff gets the T-spin. 332 now for Huff. Oh, Eric getting up a little bit high here, though. Eric did not go right with that L. Eric ended up taking the L all the way to the left. Could have did a little bit of clearing down there. Instead, Eric's going to be in a little bit of a dig. This is Huff's chance to be able to catch back up. Eric has a little bit of hesitation, does not go to the left with that long bar. Meanwhile, Huff's trying to set up here to go for a little bit of a center well. Gets that center well. Huff's going to go to 483. Meanwhile, Eric is still in dig mode right now. Not where Eric wants to be, especially against a player of Huff's caliber. Taking a few good burns, though. Getting it back down. We're back to neck and neck right now between the two players. Huff has managed to make up the entire deficit. 410 Huff, 413 Eric. Dirty Tetris there for Eric. Eric means business there. Getting out of it like a boss. Hell yeah. Oh, Eric really going aggressive here. This is a really, really risky move here. The bar is not coming for Eric. Careful, careful. Oh, what gets it over? Eric got that. Oh no, that's another hang. That's going to be it for Eric. 438. Huff is going to take game number 1.
Where was that against NBC?
Yeah, really, really aggressive moves from Eric there trying to keep up with Huff. Unfortunately, got a really bad burst of RNG at the exact wrong time. This game, I swear this game knows how to just screw people with RNG droughts at the worst times possible. You play this game enough, you'll feel like there's a ghost in the machine. I'm serious. Okay, seed is incremented and both players are ready right now. We got a 1-0 lead from Huff. Huff has 2 more wins needed to get to the finals. Can Huff do it, or is Eric going to bring this to even 1-1, tying it up? Let's find out because game number 2 is coming straight to you. Counting it down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players on the board with first Tetrises. No burns yet.
I've seen that before.
It gets better. It gets better.
A little bit of an early drought from this seed, actually. But both players using the next Lombard to score. Still no burns from either player. Yeah, we got our first burn from Huff. Eric is 3 for 3 perfect right now. Oh, this is getting a little bit high up here for Huff. Huff wisely decides not to make the Lombard dependency. Wow, look at that rotation right there. Amazing adjustment from Huff. Huff's getting into a slight dig right now, though. Still getting it down here. Huff's opting to go a little more aggressive here. But pays off. There is that bar, and there's the Tetris for Huff. Both players pretty close right now. Only a little over 20 lines in, but separated only by about 1,000 points. Hey, watching 18 starts makes you feel like you can compete. I know the feeling there, Guam. I definitely do. But then when you get to 19, you wake up against players like this.
2270, 2280. I mean, losing 40 points in the summer. I mean, it's not terrible, but...
Okay, Huff opening up a little bit of a lead right now. 97,000 for Eric, 171 for Huff, so it's about a 3 Tetris lead. Still pretty early in level 18 play, but it is a sizable enough lead that it could turn into a bigger lead if Eric runs into any kind of situations. When you get to a 6-digit lead, that's when you got to start worrying a little bit. Oh, Huff missed the rotation to be able to make the burn to get that Tetris. It's going to delay the next score just a little bit for them. Well got sealed right there. Not able to use that one either. Is able to use this one, though, and Huff scores to go to 200. Oh, Eric's in another dig right now. Oh, that well is sealed. Careful for Eric. Can Eric get that? Oh, no! Eric hung the S! Eric's not... Oh, Eric's in deep trouble now. This is really, really bad. That's going to be it for Eric. 110. Eric is going to be done. Real unfortunate hang right there. But that is a 2-0 lead for our 2-time defending champion now. All right, some real unfortunate top-outs there for Eric. Huff now has a 2-0 lead, but it is not over by a long shot, especially after what we saw Eric do in the earlier rounds. Eric got to the semifinals of this tournament for a reason, and as we saw against Tristop, Huff was down 2-0, and Huff pulled the reverse sweep to be able to get this far. Eric is definitely capable of pulling this reverse sweep. Let's see if Eric can do it right here. 3 wins are going to be needed to do it. Huff just needs 1 more to get into the final against a Rhubarb Opox winner. Let's see what's going to happen here. Will Huff close it out? Let's find it in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hey, Puppy's saying too much video editing. Hey, everything we have, we'll fix it in post. Eric's got a little bit of an interesting left building up right now. Is looking mostly stable, though. Both players getting a near simul Tetris. Row 2, Eric's playing a little bit higher up. Huff ahead by about 1 Tetris, but it's still very early in level 18 play. Another dirty Tetris there for Eric. Hey, Big Pal Guam saying it best. Eric likes those reverse sweeps. It ain't over till it's over, especially against players of this caliber. A nice delayed burn there for Eric to keep that center well open. I wouldn't have seen that. A lot of times whenever I stack, I always try to keep as high as I can keep going and just keep it open. Being able to see that delayed burn, that's the difference between good players and truly great players. Being able to see moves ahead like that aren't extremely obvious. Okay, Eric going in the center. They're not going to try and go aggressive on the right side with that bar. Huff has the lead currently, 164. Eric, 129. Another Tetris for Huff, 210. Eric's fallen behind a little over 60,000. Now does get one of those Tetrises back. Goes to 177. Not able to use that bar. Got Tetris ready with it, though. Tetris, Huff, 235. Back-to-back long bars, back-to-back Tetrises. Huff goes to 258. Eric's still trying to keep up here. Both players 53 lines. Huff is ahead by about 36,000. So about 1 3/4 Tetris lead, and this is a true lead based on the pace. Okay, Huff getting into a slight pickle. Nothing super dangerous, though. Eric getting up a little bit high, but does reopen it and get another Tetris. Both players about halfway through pre-transition play. Currently 273 Eric, 309 for Huff, so it is closing the gap a little bit. Both players clean. Huff stacking up a little bit high right here. Does end up taking the safety triple. Bar is not coming right now, though. Both players got to be careful they don't get too aggressive here. Another triple followed by a Tetris. Huff's going to score again. 346 to 282. Oh, that burst could be dangerous for Eric. Got bursted with several Z pieces. Gets that Lombard on. Oh, that is not a good L right there. Come on, come on. Careful there. Careful, 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 careful. Getting it over. Nice, good burns. Eric's okay. Close call, but Eric's okay. Another Tetris goes to 311. 391, though. Huff is looking really, really solid right here. Totally in the driver's seat in this one. Only needs to win this to be able to go to the grand final against the Rhubarb Opox winner. That match is occurring currently on CT3 if anybody's curious to watch both streams. Hey, Henry B12 saying Eric is living la vida loca. Definitely living the crazy life. Oh, a little bit of a rotation issue right there for Eric. Eric's going to score another Tetris, so it goes at 361. But Huff at 460, make that 482. Eric answering that back, going to 384. Huff has about a 100,000-point lead right now. We just passed the 100-line turn, so we do have transition coming up in less than 30 lines. This is a very significant lead for Huff, so as long as Huff doesn't get any serious thick situations and Huff's able to keep a solid pace, Huff should be able to maintain this lead against Eric. Eric's still getting into a little bit of a dig here. Huff is clean back up down at the bottom. Eric is getting high again. Getting another triple. Well is open if the long bar comes for Eric, but Huff is just pouring on the punishment here. 530 to 401. 130,000-point lead. That is just crazy at this skill level. Hey, Big Guam doesn't want to watch the other match. Just stick around with us. Come on, we love you, Big Guam. Hell yeah. Tetris for Eric, 430. Huff, 578. Almost 140,000-point lead now. It's not ceded any ground at all to Eric. Hey, Big Pile Guam will watch both. We love it. Both players have transitioned. Huff, 604. Eric, 434. 160,000-point lead now for Huff. There's another Tetris for Huff. Goes to 630. Huff scores again, 657. Eric's going to get that Tetris back, goes to 485, but Huff is still in the driver's seat here. Only going to be a triple for Eric there. Now Huff has over a 200,000-point lead. Just pouring it on. Tetris Eric 525, Huff 735, Tetris Huff 761. Still only on level 21 too. This is a huge pace. Tetris again Huff 789. Another Tetris Huff 816. Eric 555. 260,000 points down now. This lead just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Total domination from the defending champ here. Eric's still getting this back down as best they can. But Huff is still getting Tetrises. And another one. That is a 300,000 point lead for Huff now. Just not shrinking at all. Eric currently at 630. Huff 916. Tetris Huff 951 could potentially get a 26 max here. Eric building up a dangerous little spire here. Had a little bit of a canyon. Was able to get it down. Huff 957. There's the max out on 26 for Huff. Oh, no. Huff did not get the max out there. 991. Both players level 26. Oh, that's a dangerous spire in the middle of the board for Eric. Really dangerous, but Eric is getting the pieces down. Huff is getting droughted here. Both players are on the same piece set, so the drought's going to hit both of them. A30 now for Huff. Huff has the max. Eric's 699, 360,000 points back. Oh, that's going to be it. Oh, that's going to be it for Eric. 703, Eric is done. Huff takes this one down with the broom in a sweep and is going to the grand final for the 3rd year in a row. GG's to Huff, GG's to Eric for the match. Hell yeah. He's got a B on the board and it's stinging, right? That's one of my favorite catchphrases. All right, so everybody that wants to go to CT3 to watch our other semifinal, the winner of that between Opox and Rhubarb is going to be coming right over here to face our defending champ. And you got it right, big pal. Huff very clearly has got the stuff yet again this year. Gonna be nice to see if Huff's going to be able to finish it out and take the 3-peat. It's going to be coming to you soon. Hell yeah. I don't think not that one I can.
Wait, where's the remote?
TV remote doesn't.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh. It's all good. It's all about having good fun, you know it. Yeah. My thought on it, no, I don't know. I'll say this much, though. Regardless who wins these tournaments, the real winner every time is the community. All of us getting together, you can't beat it. I hope so. I want to get everybody counted in here. Just don't do it. You do an awesome job.
Just the thought that it
That's why I wanted the flat bracket. They're all competitive. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Us versus Opar.
It is finals.
Us versus Opar.
Yeah, G, if you want to throw it back
Do
out.
we want to take that? You want to take that? Oh, come on.
US or Canadian dollars?
One US.
$5 offers. I'm betting the house on
I wish I had more money.
Yeah, but the
I
house.
only got $40 today. Are you half of them? You said half of them are fair.
Yeah.
Huh?
Are you going to have a co-commentator or not?
Yeah, I was about to say, can Colin come over and help me with the...
Colin said he was dead. Colin just said he was dead.
Okay. Hey, go get Burb. Go get Burb.
All right, Colin's coming.
Colin's coming? All right.
Good luck, man. Wait, before we start, you gotta do that arm wrestling. Don't do that arm wrestling before you start. After the game. After the game. Okay, yeah. All right, after the game. Yeah, you gotta do it. I don't know who's gonna win. One better attention. I can't see that. We might have little.
Yeah, I only played it once.
Hey, righty. Yeah, Colin should be here in a minute. Yeah, we're getting everything set up for the final now.
Hey, you guys. Classic Tetris Wars takes over CTWC.
Yes, it does. My partner in crime, Colin, right here, has done unbelievable things for CTW to be able to help Classic Tetris Wars become a premier Tetris server. And we also want to throw in that Colin is helping spearhead a big live Classic Tetris Wars event at the Cleveland Gaming Classic in the third weekend of September. So everybody keep tuned for that.
Me too.
As soon as we get our players ready, we're going to go over to the main scene. Our final is going to be Huff and Opox. Will Huff finish the three-peat, or is Opox going to have something to say about that and slam the door shut and blow Huff's house down? Let's find out.
Do we want to leave squad?
Going for 3 for 3.
So, I'm tearing down my setup. I don't know where you want the cables and stuff that are doing. You can get around.
Come on, Dylan, what the heck?
action going on.
I love it.
Just put the promo slides up.
I had the breath.
You're mod over here, right? You're mod over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was checking to see if the Maturino link was still there. Is that right?
Should be.
When I was using the other Maturino over there, it wasn't working.
Yeah, here it is.
Okay, here, let's copy that and put it in the chat.
Actually, I think you get it just by hitting the button. Let me look.
Oh, we still got 40 coupon codes remaining too.
Yeah. You get, yeah, the button just puts it in. Work, it's good.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, it just wasn't working over on the other machine, so.
No, no worries.
How do you put the projector mode on here? So right click,
I think it's already should still be
projector
up.
preview. You gotta go to the input now. Where was that at? Perfect. Where was that at in here? Because I've never used this before.
You just right click out anywhere outside of this.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's gonna be handy. So you want to put that like microphone right here, and then like lean in. Yep, or you probably have your desktop muted, the audio muted.
No. I'm ready to get going. I don't know where they're.
All right, let's get this show on the road. I need Huff and Opox.
Yo, those are so good. The freeze-dried Skittles?
Yeah,
They're so good.
has anybody seen Huff? CB's down there.
Fox, 3-0 Fling, 3-0 Cole, 3-0 Rhubarb, and oh yeah, Opox, and no, 2-0 Cole. Opox hasn't lost a game yet. That's all scary.
It's gonna be a pretty good final.
Alright.
I need to take some ibuprofen too. Yeah, Junior, go ahead and just type !summon, and it'll come to your channel.
All right, we are back for the grand final, everybody. This is for all the marbles. It has all come down to this. We have Opox coming in, having not lost a single game in the entire tournament so far.
No pressure.
No pressure, as Colin says. However, Opox has got a big challenge ahead of them because the two-time defending champion is here. Huffaluffagus coming in hot, taking down some really tough competition on the way in here. Opox is going to be Huff's toughest challenge yet. Will Huff complete the three-peat and take down this regional for the third year in a row, having won it in 2021 and 2022? Or is Opox going to break the streak and add another kill to the counter? We're going to find out in just a minute, ladies and gentlemen, when these players are ready. My partner in crime, Colin, is here to help me co-commentate this one. Huge kudos for manning the station over on CT3 for the other half of the bracket. Thanks so much for doing that, Colin, and welcome in.
Yeah, no problem, Grand Designs. Happy to be here. Happy to call this great match with you. And of course, none of this possible without anybody here. Of course, Beast and Shen, thank you so much. Game Arena over here in Columbus, Ohio at the Ohio State University. Thank you so much for hosting us once again. And of course, all of you in the chat. Of course, we are nothing without you. So thank you all so much for coming out and watch this final. I am so excited, GD.
I am pumped with a capital P. Oh, wow, look at Tyler, the best commentary duo in the business. Thank you so much. That really means a lot, Tyler. Hell yeah. Oh, look at King. Ty is banned from Monday and Friday night friendlies now. Uh-oh. The King is watching.
All right, you guys want to start your warm-up?
Oh, no. Look at Tyler. Tyler's saying thank God. Aw, come on. We all love the king. You say Wars is the GOAT, Tyler, but I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for Kingsman Inspiration as far as learning how to become a hype commentator.
Yeah, absolutely. Kingsman, one of the strongest heads and, you know, quite frankly, gets people noticed. So, you know, big hats off to the Kingsman for all the opportunity he's presented to all of everybody. Yeah, Kaka move. Oh, sure.
Hey, there's been some matchups where we've seen some of it. You never know.
Well, Kingsman, we've seen you in a lot of wars too. So, Kaka, indeed.
Hey, the Kaka factory's churning out them pieces. We got some strong warm-ups coming in from both of these players here.
Yeah, they are here to and meaning business. So I can watch the audio like this. Awesome, Junior. Glad you were able to get that done.
Yeah, Virgil's pumped right here. Virgil's saying grand finals. Woo!
Man, Grand Designs, watching these players warm up on 29. Look how high Huff is.
And look at Huff going for this. Oh, missed him. But still getting this. Look at that. Oh,
Yeah, that's.
seriously.
I mean, you gotta play that high if you want to go aggressive.
Oh, I know. That's the way the 39 line caps changed the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I remember before the line cap, you and Huff would just line out.
Yeah,
to
as a
50.
watcher, I like it, but as a player, it's made my playstyle less effective.
Most people it has.
Yeah.
But I like it overall because it actually makes the 18 and 19 portions mean something again.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like back in 2022, the problem you ran into really is like players good enough on 29 could make 19 meaningless.
Yeah, exactly. And we saw that with like K-Poke and stuff.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that, the capo, we just lined them out the whole way
Yeah.
through, yeah.
All right, my friends, we've got readies from both of our players. We are rip-roaring and ready to go. This is the finals. You've got Opox, you've got Huff. They're ready. Let's count this down, GD, in
3, 2, 1, Tetris! This is the one we've all been waiting for here. Really pumped for this bad boy.
Yeah, you saw these players earlier warming up on 29. We're going to see if 29 is indeed going to be a factor. Of course, Opox, not having dropped a game, had very strong performance this weekend. Would be a huge, huge win for him if he's able to pull this out and clutch it up.
Yeah, both players off to some early Tetrises. Looks like both players aren't really trying to do a lot of burning here in the early going. Both of them know what they have to do against the level of competition they're facing. And it looks like it's backfiring a little bit on Opox. Opox getting into an early dig.
Yeah, but again, just what we've seen throughout this weekend, it's kind of been the story. Opox having, you know, an 18 start where, you know, it kind of seems a little bit tricky and then makes it up in the post-transition. But when you have an opponent just like Huff, you cannot afford to give anything here.
Uh-oh. That was a little bit of a close call for Opox. The bar is not coming, though. There it is, finally. That was a real scary situation there for Opox. Opox definitely does not want to give a free game to Huff in the grand final. Because Huff is the kind of player that will run with it. Hey, we have Magic Chase in the chat cheering. Let's go, Huff. Everybody get all their fans out right now. Come on. I want to bring all the hype for this matchup. Everybody cheer on your favorite players here. Make it loud. $185 for Huff, $125 for Opox, about a quarter of the way through pre-transition play. Opox scores another Tetris. $185 for Huff, going to $208, Huff scoring as well. Only 40 lines for Huff, so this is a 650-plus transition pace here. Opox at 42, 171, still a good pace, but just slightly behind Huff's.
Yeah, and while these players are stacking on 18, just want to remind everybody, we do have a match-arena for these players. The winner here going to take a big chunk of the prize pool. That prize pool right now at $72.50. If anybody is feeling very generous. You can feel free to make a contribution using that link there. We also have coupon codes where you can get free contributions. There's about 40 of those remaining. So click that link right there, do the Matcherino, get yourself at least 25 cents into that prize pool at no cost to you, and of course support these players. They made it a distance to come out here and are competing. Let's make it worth their while.
No, Opox! Opox is done, 200! That is the first loss of the tournament for Opox. Huff at 268 takes down the first game. That's a mini commentator's curse. We start talking about non-Tetris stuff and boom, somebody gets into a dig. I've had that happen many times. All right, that is 1 heart for Huff. 2 wins away from taking a 3rd consecutive title. Both players are ready. Will Huff continue that march, or is Opox going to level this one out at 1 apiece? Let's find out now, because game number 2 is coming straight to you. Count it down, Colin, in
3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, so just an unfortunate early top out there for Opox. You're going to look to rebound this and get back onto the board, get a point off of Huff here. And Huff going to try to ride that momentum. But let's hopefully we have a much stronger game number 2 from both of our players.
Yeah, definitely, unquestionably. A player like Huff, you end up spotting them a lead, it's going to come back to bite you. Opox definitely has to rebound here.
Ooh, and a line spin.
I think Opox is going to go for dirty here in column 3. Set up for it. There it is. Boom, there's that dirty for Opox.
Yeah, you can kind of see Opox maybe feeling the pressure here, trying to just match Huff's efficiency. Huff just scoring nice and clean. 50,000 apiece for both players, though. So Huff getting into no early digs. Opox getting out of those digs with Tetrises.
Hey, King saying the Huffster looking like a 3-time champion. Hey, I can say, up until recently, Huff was the Tetris Friendlies champion for over a year. Actually, maybe even longer than that. Maybe close to 2 years. But I know Huff had that title for a long time. Just recently finally lost it to Dan V. Which is crazy because Dan V was considered on Kingsman's bad list before the year started.
Well, that's okay. I'm also on Kingsman's bad list, and I didn't even make that.
Okay, Opox still trying to get out of this little mess here. Opox starting to fall behind fairly significantly right now. 83,000 Opox, 144 for Huff. Huff's only four lines behind, now tied the same. Huff is about an 80,000 point lead now. Opox has got to turn up the aggression, and I mean now. Hey, way to keep it PG. You know exactly what I'm going with there, Tyler. I'm cognizant. We have young people watching. Oh, Opox getting into another dig. Come on, not like this, not like this.
Good Prince. That's a beautiful T-piece here for Opox. He's really going to need to get good placements here. Nice, Jay. Gets the bar. One piece too early, though.
Oh, this is still looking rough for Opox. Good double. Opox still opting to go to the left. Takes that Tetris right there. That was a little bit risky, not trying to take the safety burn, but just still committing to the aggression. Opox knows how far behind they are.
Yeah, again, Opox knows he's going to have to score as many points as he can, so he's going to try to score Tetrises as he is able. Doesn't have much room to burn.
151 now, Opox. 246 for Huff. Huff's got a slight dig forming. Did manage to open it back up, though.
Okay.
There we go. Another Tetris for Huff. There is a hole, though, so the next Lombard's only going to be for a triple. Although it looks like Huff's just going to burn it down.
Yeah, Huff having to do a little bit of burning here, so he is going to start slowing down. But just like that, gets the well back open and established. He's ready for a Lombard and Tetris. Just needs the bar to show.
While Opox has managed to make up a little bit of the deficit, but is still behind by about 70,000.
Yeah, at this point in 18, I mean, we're halfway through. This start thinking about what you're going to be able to do in the post-transition. You definitely do not want to go into level 19 really far back.
222 now, Opox. 322 right now for Huff, so 100,000 point lead again. Huff's playing like a champion right now, just going and knowing they got the lead and knowing that they just want to slam the door. There's a lot of players that when they have a lead, they tend to play more conservatively. Huff is a kind of player that actually ups the aggression when they got the lead and wants to make it even harder for the opponent for like an intimidation tactic.
Yeah, we got a $20 contribution into the match, Reno. Thank you so much at Game Scout. That prize pool now up to $93.73. All right, Huff gonna get another long bar and a Tetris there, up to 416. Opox at 317.
Where's my phone? You have my phone?
I don't have your phone. All right, just like that, Huff is clean, ready to score. He's at 438. Opox is clean as well. Gets a long bar and the Tetris for Opox up to 343. About 100,000 points back here, and we're past the 100 line mark. Long bar going to come in for Opox. Going to get a quick Tetris there up to 365. Huff now going to take a Tetris. Now needs an L, and the L piece going to come. Beautiful timing.
But still 120,000 points back. Huff, another Tetris, 508 to 365. Huff is still not letting up. Opox is starting to get back in the game a little bit, but cannot really gain any ground on Huff. That just shows how efficient Huff is playing right now.
Yeah, usually you want to be at about 400K at 100 lines. Well, Huff at 120 is at 530, so already obliterating that target. He's going to look to keep on scoring these points. He is clean. And look how efficient this was. He set up a tuck rather than going for the burn, trying to score as many points as he can before transition.
Again, as I said before, it's something you really don't see a lot from players that have a sizable lead. When playing too aggressive and let your opponent chase you down. It's just, it takes unbelievable confidence as a player to be able to up the aggression when you have a lead like that.
All right, Opox into transition, 440, immediately slamming down a Tetris, going up to 464. Huff going to transition at 559, gets a long bar. There's a Tetris, 583. So off we run, level 19.
Huff clean still, 585. Although Opox has managed to close the gap a little bit, but Huff's opening it right back up.
Yeah, and Opox playing very clean. You know, this is what we've been seeing all weekend. Opox really turning it on in the post-transition. However, at 520, playing 639, he has a lot of work to do.
But Opox was behind by quite a bit a little while ago. He's now brought the deficit to under 100,000. Tetris Opox, set up again. Another Tetris Opox, only 40,000 back now. Huff gets that Tetris back. Opox is closing the gap a little bit here. However, Huff got two quick Tetrises and ended up opening it right back up. And another Tetris Opox.
Yeah, this is a very strong post-transition from Opox. He's trying his best not to do any burns. You can see these setups.
Not taking the safety triple and committing and paying off.
Yeah, knows that he cannot afford to lose any pace. He's trying to stay as efficient as possible. He just needs to be careful that sure that this doesn't backfire. He ends up playing too aggressive and takes an early loss.
690 now to 785. Still about 95,000. There's another Tetris, but Huff is clean. Huff is still clean. Huff gets another Tetris, 822 to 722. 100,000 point lead. Opox waiting for a bar to retaliate. Gets that other bar. Tetris ready again as soon as the next bar comes. Opox going full aggressive again. Gets another Tetris, 785, but Huff is still scoring. Huff cannot get any kind of slowdown. 786 now for Opox, 914 for Huff. Tetris again for Opox. Huff is still ahead by almost 100,000.
Yeah, this is some of the best Tetris you're ever going to see right here. Opox is playing out of his mind in this 19 speeds GD.
Honestly, going toe-to-toe with Huff the entire post-transition. The pre-transition is the biggest factor here. Anybody that says level 18 doesn't matter, it shows right here for how good both of their posts are. That 18 is the difference.
Yeah, Opox able to get to 892. Huff with the max out, level 27, A18. Opox looking to try to get into scoring position again. Takes a double, gets a long bar. There's the Tetris, 928. This is going to have to be made up in the post transition as we are fast approaching level 29 speeds. We've got 963 for Opox, A85 for Huff.
Both players ready to go here. Be ready. Oh, Opox is getting into a dig at the worst time. Do not get into a dig this close to 29. Opox has got to burn this down now.
And he's done just that. He is ready and waiting for the long bar. Give the man the bar.
Got to take that double. Really don't have a choice. Come on, getting it in. And the well is open. Ready for boom. There's that Tetris. Come on.
A14 playing B66. Huff on the march. Gets a long bar. There's a Tetris for Huff up to a CO3. Opox at A16, but starting to make a couple of misdrops here. He's going to need to get some pieces over to the left side. Oh, but a misrotation.
Misflipped it, and Huff holds on. C46 taking it down, and we have a 2-0 lead. Championship point for Huffaluffagus. Hell yeah. All right, both players take a quick breather for our next game.
Oh, did your earpod die? All right, here we go. Our two players are ready. This is match point for Huff. Huff looking to get it done in 3. Opox looking to claw his way back and force a decider. Let's find out what happens as game number 3 breaks free in
3, 2, 1, Tetris. We're in the final stages of this tournament right now. Championship point for the three-peat for Huffaluffagus here. Will Huff be able to finish it out, or is Opox going to start towards that reverse sweep? Opox is definitely a gamer here, and we saw that in the last game. It ain't over till it's over.
Yeah, we saw in that previous game, GD, that the post-transition for Opox was on fire, but he is going to need to be able to have that efficiency on these 18 speeds if he's going to want any chance of staying alive in this tournament and getting a piece of that prize. Looks like we got a couple more contributions into that prize pool. And just a reminder for that Matcherino, there are still free coupon codes. Go there, click the link, throw a quarter into the pool, absolutely free. All right, Opox going to get a long bar. There's the Tetris up to 117. Huff at 118. Huff in a bit of a dig right now. This is Opox's chance to really open up a lead and start climbing.
All right, you're talking about the Matcherino right now. I just kicked 50 more bucks into that bad boy. Let's pay these players the money they deserve for all their awesome play. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Grand Designs, that prize pool right now is up to $153.98.
We got Opox having a little lead here, 210 to 170. Opox doing exactly what they need to do to try to stay in this. This is championship point here, so Opox has to win or go home. It has to win 3 times as well.
Yeah, and Huff's certainly not going to want to give up anything here as he knocks on another quick Tetris. 215 plays 233, and Opox in a bit of a dig. Gets a nice number for the
an
Vitz.
elevated Vitz right there for Opox. Opox still has the lead, but getting into dig mode now.
And Huff with a 3 high Vitz. Nice L spin. There's a long bar in the Aki position. He's at 217, ready for the Tetris now. And there it is. Boom, Tetris for Huff. 240 playing 242. We are neck and neck through 56.
Oh, Opox has got a dangerous spire building up here. Lombard dependent, gets the bar. It's only going to be a split double though, but finally got cleaned back up. That has allowed Huff to take about a 40,000.2 Tetris lead. So what was a 2 Tetris lead for Opox is now a 2 Tetris lead for Huff. Huff just countering like a boss right there. Opox still staying aggressive. Wisely does not create the Lombard dependency. Bar's going to come and then Opox is going to score. But Huff's going to score again, too. 332 Huff, 295 for Opox. Tetris Huff, 355. Yep. Tetris Opox, 318. But Opox has a hold down at the bottom. He's going to require a little bit of burning to get it down. Huff is clean.
Yeah, one line burn. Opox gets that back open. That long bar coming in. Gets the well established. He's ready and waiting.
I'm not sure if that was intentional or not for Opox, but Opox should be okay. Lombard dependency forming here. Ends up, that's the smart move. Take that, fill the dependency before taking the Tetris.
I think there's two schools of thought on GD. You could ask Dylan Armstrong and Noah Dang. They feel very strongly about it.
I just had too many times personally in my career as a player where if I don't fill the dependency and to take the Tetris first, I screw myself. I just feel it's easier to take burns in the well than it is to worry about the dependency later.
And you know, when you're playing like these players are, you have that piece maneuver ability up high. Maybe if you're a DAS player and you're up a little bit high, you take that Tetris to get that board down. But these players very proficient at moving those pieces over right where they need to go. Just like that, knocking down Tetrises, making it look easy.
Yeah, setting up a T-spin now for Opox. Opox is still behind by about 50,000. We just crossed the 100 line turn for both of our players now, so it's 19 transition is incoming. Nice rotation down there for Opox to keep this cleaned up. But Huff is not ceding any ground. 542 at 114. Could be another 600K transition.
All right, there's a couple of Tetrises for both players. 470 for Opox, 565 for Huff. Huff going to use that long bar to fill out the left. Opox going to use it for a Tetris. He's about 70,000 points back.
Both players getting ready to transition now. Another Tetris, Huff, 588 to 493, so back to about 100,000 point lead.
And Opox here not having a bad game, just being outscored here by Huff's efficiency.
Now, Huff really is just playing absolutely out of his mind right now. Honestly, if Huff continues to play like this, Huff is going to be a serious threat in Portland come October.
True. All right, we've got transition for both of our players. Opox at 543, Huff at 635. Tetris for Huff up to 659.
546 now for Opox. Opox falling behind more, almost 140,000 points back now. Opox forced to go all in here pretty much. Pretty much Opox's only chance of trying to stay in this is just go all in and hope Huff makes a mistake.
Yeah, unfortunately, these pieces not wanting to cooperate. Opox getting into a bit of a dig situation. Does get that Tetris well back open in a beautiful square to fill out the left.
Oh,
there's
nice
one
right there.
Yes, gets the Tetris. 602 playing 738.
Huff is just not letting up. Huff has not gotten into any digs here. I mean, any dig that Opox gets into, Huff just increases the lead. It's ridiculous, to be honest here. 769. Hey now. Huff gets another Tetris. Oh, another little bit of a dig. Opox is getting another Tetris, but Huff has still got that lead of almost 130,000. Tetris again for Huff, 826. Opox is still trying to dig this down a little bit here.
Yeah, would love a T-piece, but unfortunately the T-piece doesn't come, so he's going to have to find an alternate solution here. You're going to see him set up
here.
There
it is. Dirty Tetris there for Opox. Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely knows that he has to stay efficient. He cannot afford this pace loss.
Hey, look at Guam. If the World Championships were in Ohio, Huff would win it every year. Could be right. Okay, another hang right there for Opox. Opox is still trying to get clean here, but Huff is 180,000 point lead now. The lead is just growing every time there's any kind of issue with Opox's board. Just no mercy here. None.
Yeah, Huff looking to try to get this done in a hurry.
Oh, I missed the
adjustment
rotation,
there.
missed the adjustment.
And I think this could spell curtains for Opox
This is
if he's not
very
careful.
bad. This is bad here. Come on, Opox needs to be careful here. Getting it down. Oh, nice placement right there for Opox. But this dig situation has allowed Huff to raise the lead even more. Huff is 260,000 points in the lead now. At this point, I don't know if there's much Opox can do but watch the way Huff is playing. And Opox isn't playing bad either.
No, look at the survival. He is absolutely fighting for his life here, but the
that's
hang there
gonna
at
be
731.
it. That is gonna be it. And Huffaluffagus, 3-time consecutive champion. All right, everybody join me in this chant one more time. Huff's got the stuff. Huff's got the stuff. Huff's got the stuff. Huff's got the stuff. Hell yeah.
All right, thank you all so much for coming out and watching. Of course, the players here, thank you all so much for coming out and playing. GD, I had an absolute blast here this weekend.
This was amazing. The real winner here is not the players, it is the community of Classic Tetris. All of us binding here together, putting on an amazing event. I want to give huge shout outs to everybody that helped set this up. Eric ICX with his equipment, the cameras, the capture cards, being able to help some sub with the stream. Huge shout outs to Eric. Big shout outs to Colin for some of the equipment he brought too, and being able to man the other stream down there on CT3. Also a big shout out to Bird Wizard for helping co-commentate on both of the streams throughout the day. Everybody here, Beast and Shen, big kudos for being able to put on this event here at the Game Arena in Columbus. You are the GOAT here today for setting this up. Everybody here, you are amazing with a capital A. Hell yeah.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for Chris Bidwell for the equipment that is here, and Grand Designs, of course, for running the show. Great tournament, great result. I am so happy that we were able to do this together as a team.
It is such a pleasure, Colin, and I cannot wait for us to work together again next month at the Cleveland Gaming Classic for Classic Tetris Wars Live. All right, everybody, have a great night.
Let's find a raid
Hell
party.
yeah.
Let's raid Classic Tetris.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to send the party over to the 2023 Classic Tetris World Championship Desert Regional. We're going to send the party over there at Classic Tetris. We're going to head that way in about 15 seconds.
There it is. Everybody's saying Huff's got the stuff. Love it. We got 42 players going. Let's go. Have a great night. Hell yeah.